To the tiny Central African nation of Burundi next, where at least 2 people have been killed as police clash with protesters angry at the president's decision to seek a controversial third term. Pierre Nkurunziza's party has designated him as its candidate for June the 26th election, a move his opponents say is unconstitutional. Our correspondent Duncan Woodside is in the capital, Bujumbura, and gave us this little update a while ago.
Stood here in a suburb of Bujumbura. There are protesters standing behind me here. The army are deployed. There are small groups of army units who are with these protesters, and the atmosphere for the moment is reasonably calm. They're chanting against the president and his bid for a third term. They're also chanting for the freedom or the release of a civil society leader who was released this morning, or who was arrested this morning. Now, about 200 yards in front of me is a police line. The protesters, while they have no beef with the army, are extremely angry at the response of the police, in particular to the protests yesterday, because obviously the protesters were met with tear gas, and it also seemed live ammunition. 2 people were killed, and there were multiple gunshot wounds among the protesters. So while the protesters are pleased, in fact, to see the army here, they trust them, they're much less pleased about the presence of the police, who are about 200 yards in front of me. And we can't rule out the protesters making a further move towards those police lines in the next couple of hours before it gets dark.